do that, anything from the sensorial area. We have to use our senses. The sense that we have to use today is something we haven't used yet for our sensorial area. It's the sense of hearing. Let's name the 5 senses. So there's hearing, and there is seeing, and there is smelling, and feeling, and tasting. So 5 senses.
Oh, I thought we had 6 senses.
So this one is about hearing. I have to match. And these are called the sound cylinders.
No.
They're not. They do not match. Don't match. No. Yeah. No. No. It's all match. Yeah. Yeah.
Please stop with
No. Yeah. 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 kindly, please stop your voices. Thank you. Yes. No. Yes. No. Yeah. Yeah. No. What's going on here? What? Yeah. What that was very weird. Yeah.
Boys and girls, I've asked you 2 times to kindly please stop your voices. Do you know why? Because this is a listening work. So if you have a comment, keep it in your head. The way to put this away is actually I try to mix it again for the next person, so it's more challenging.
Oh.
So these are called the sound cylinders. And the next work I want to show you is about, it's an artwork, and it's about a new American artist. His name is Andy Warhol.
Warhol?
Andy Warhol. Andy Warhol is an American artist who was born in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. He is a pop artist. Pop comes from the name popular. He is different because what he chose is popular things. That's where the name pop art comes from. He chose popular things. Things that you see in the supermarket or things that everybody has in their home. And usually things that are not very expensive. And he would turn them into art pieces.
Cost a lot of money.
One of the most famous art pieces that he did is the Campbell soup painting that he did, or print. There's a picture of it here. It's actually, I saw it at the New York Museum of Art. So he would take something as simple as a soup can, and he would make a print that has like 100 of them. Where did it go?
It's the next one.
Here it is. So this is what he took. He took a simple concept as a tomato can. He printed, I don't know how many of them, it's 100 or something. And it's a very common object, it's a popular object, a lot of people have them in their house, and he turned it into art. He didn't just choose popular things, he chose popular people. You guys may not know who some of these people are, but in the 60s, a popular musician was Elvis Presley. And he chose a photograph of him and he did 4 different prints. So do you see the kind of like the pattern here, that he chooses one picture and then he does like many prints of it with different colors to create a pattern. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
This is a cheeseburger sculpture.
It looks good.
Cheeseburger sculpture that he did. He did a sculpture with boxes of Brillo. I don't know if you guys know what Brillo is. It's something that you use to clean pots and pans. Maybe I'll bring a box tomorrow, but something that a lot of people have. It costs very little money, and he didn't draw it. He actually arranged the boxes and made a sculpture out of it.
What boxes from the maker station?
No, it had a print. That's the whole point. The boxes in the maker station don't have a logo on it. So this is a tomato soup. He saw this as an art.
That's what we have here.
He saw this as something that has kind of like a message, an artistic message. This is his self-portrait. Again, he has 4 prints of himself. This is a wig, a white hair wig that he would wear. He was kind of like a celebrity, like you would say a movie star or somebody famous. Not many artists, painters, had that kind of personality. He acted like a celebrity, like somebody famous. When he was young, he had a skin disease that made his skin get lighter and lighter and lighter, and his mom thought that maybe he should stay in bed and to feel better and feel stronger. And the more he stayed in bed, the more he just kept drawing. He loved to draw. And he then moved from Pittsburgh to New York City. And he lived in New York City basically for the rest of his life. He's very, very famous American artist, and he really, I don't know if you guys will understand what I'm trying to say, but at that time, there's a difference between when you make soup at home and it takes 2 hours, right?
What?
You have to get the chicken, you have to get the carrots and the onions and the garlic and put water and let it boil, right? So that's not mass produced. Mass produced is when you have a factory and it's like boom, 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 another can, another can, another can, another can. So there was a message about his art. When you look at a picture and it has 100 cans of Campbell soup, there's a message about the time. Times were changing. People were eating frozen meals, people were eating canned meals. This was new. So it was not just that he saw that this is white and red and a golden circle, but he saw something about the times changing and that things like food even are being made in factories. And when you go to the supermarket, you see a zillion cans or a zillion boxes like soda or cereal. We chose this work, but if you want to choose to take a can to your workstation and try to copy that onto a piece of paper, you may. You have red, crayon maybe, and you can try and copy the tomato soup can. Do you have guys any question about? Yes.
How was he so famous?
Do you know what the word original means?
Yeah.
Like, he didn't copy anybody. He came up with his own idea. And he didn't just came up with his own idea, it was a reflection of what's happening at the time. So he was somebody who chose something that's different in the way he did it, and the subject matter was different than anybody else's. Yes? This, you can choose that work. You have that in black and white, and you can color it. See how it's the same image almost like 4 times, you just color it differently.
You guys have this at home, you can do that too.
This is also something very basic that he did, is just take this to your station and you can draw it. But this we have copies of. Ryan?
Did he do that?
This?
picture?
No.
Yeah.
No. Yes. Kavya?
Why did he have to, like, why did someone have to color it in?
You don't have to. It can be just black and white. You can make gray and black and white. Okay? All right. So everybody today